gonna wait for some people to come on in. Knock on wood, the stream is going good, unlike yesterday. I'm a little early. But that's okay. We got a few people joining us. Welcome. And yes, that's a live view at the top right. A little bit of clouds. Not good enough to image, but good enough for wide field, which is nice. And a happy Wednesday, April 8th, out to everyone out there. Elliot Astro-Imaging. So road to 1,000. The music is brought to you by Basics. Hello there, Mr. Andy. And if you're just coming on in today's episode, we're going to just go over what we were talking about yesterday in that monstrosity of a strain. And then also we're going to look at two images back in 2016 that I took. We're going to process that. Also, while getting wide field imaging at the same time. How cool is that? I mean, how can you not go wrong with that? And now, what's awesome is now you can contact me by calling me during the show, if you want to. I have Discord, I have Skype, I have Facebook, I have Instagram, I have Twitter. I got them all. I am available no matter what. By all means, you most certainly can contact me. I got the phone line open, which is nice. So we're just going to wait just a little bit here, because I told everybody 8 o'clock, but I wanted to start early just in case if we had internet issues, and who knew? We're not having any internet issues. And the exposure time on the top right, we are running it at 1 millisecond. Make it a little bit brighter. We can take up the gain though a little bit here. Let's see. And then actually what we'll do is we'll bring this down so this way you can actually watch the clouds. Bring the gain up just a little bit there. There you go. Oh, there's some birds flying through. Close that. There's some birds. It's crazy. And that's how live that is. That's so cool. Probably scared away half the people from yesterday's stream. So if anybody wants, kick your feet up, relax, get a drink, grab something to eat. Relax. You deserve it out there. Long, hard day. It's 7:45. You don't go wrong with that. Now, with this camera that's here, I don't have it tracking. So when the stars do show up, they're going to trail, which will be really cool because I got a backdrop, which will be awesome. And I'll do star trails. Which leads us into tomorrow. If everything goes according to plan, which is nice, we could do a star trailing party. What's wrong with that? As we got more people coming on in, probably getting notifications and everything. We're just watching the birds just fly. It's so cool. I can't zoom in on this, so it'd be really cool if you could just like hit a button and it zooms right in and be like, "Hello, bird. How you doing?" Man, there's so many birds that are flying through. So how's everyone doing out there? There's 3 people watching right now. How's everyone doing? We're going to get started in just a few minutes. we're going to get started. Let me know that you're here. Let me raise your hand if you're in the chat room. Because we're going to get started. I know more people are going to be coming in as we go along. But that's okay. Because it's a party. It's a party now. And hello there, Mr. Astro-Imaging channel. How are you doing today? We have got the internet back up and running and going well, of course. So you, my friend, were right that it was bogged down. The weather didn't play much either, as it was raining and it was pouring while I was doing my stream last night, which probably bogged it down big time. So I was sitting there playing with all the settings, trying to figure out what was going on. Thought it was my computer, thought it was this, thought it was that. It turns out that it was just the internet. So what that tells me is that if it rains, I'm not streaming. Simple as that. But I can always record a show and then always post it later. And I will do that. It seems like we're doing this a lot lately. 9 days in a row. It's kind of crazy. I don't think I've ever done 9 days in a row. I've done 4, I've done 5. I've never done 9. Which is a lot. 9 days. Tomorrow we could make it 10, which is crazy. Increase the exposure here. Now the cloud is gone. We'll lower the gain. There we go. Now we'll start a capture. Now it's going to do the frames, which is awesome. So it is 7:53. Astro-Game Channel, are we ready? Are we ready to do this? Are we ready to go? Is it time? It's time. Let's get this party started. So welcome to Elliot Astro-Imaging. I started the show a little early only because I wanted to see how the internet was doing. We were just testing a few things earlier, but we're rolling, okay? So, this is the road to 1,000. Currently, right now, if you look at the bottom left, it is sitting at 948. We are 52 away. Watch time is also important, because you guys make it happen. You guys are my viewers. You guys are amazing. You're giving me pointers, giving me tips. You guys are helping me out. Couldn't have done it without you guys. Which is phenomenal. And when we get to 1,000, things are going to really ramp up. I'm going to do everything I possibly can to make sure you guys are in the loop for everything. So, we'll get there. Now, for tonight's show, we are going to look at some of the images that we took back in 2016, way back when. Now, this is before I started really doing my show. So these two images here, I did before I even had a podcast. I know, it's hard to believe that I would actually do live sessions without online. I know, it's crazy. Who would have thought? But, the two objects that we're going to be looking at today is the North American Nebula. That's the first one. which is NGC 7000, which is an amazing, amazing object. With a guest appearance of the Pelican. Phenomenal. It's pretty awesome, man. Pretty sweet. And then the other one is the Eastern Veil. We have that one too. Both of them in Hydrogen Alpha, by the way, which is nice. We're going to do both of them. We're going to take a look at both of them today. Also, we'll be looking at wide field too. I'll be taking images as we go along. I'll be taking a whole bunch of frames. It'll be nice. We'll be able to see everything here. It's going to be a good night. It's going to be a good night. I can't wait. So we're going to dive right into it. We'll move our way into Deep Sky Stacker. The first one we're going to do is the Eastern Veil. So we're going to be loading the Eastern Veil up. Now the Eastern Veil, I took these images on, get this, kind of crazy, July 4th. 2017. Yeah, July 4th, 2017. The 4th of July. What do you mean? Now you're going to see some detail. Good day, Mr. James Dugan. How are you doing today? And a happy Thursday to you. Let's see if I have any calibrations for this. What do I do? Alright. Take a look at these images, see how they are. Biases. That's image 1. Whoops. Yeah, hit the wrong button again. Go back. Image 1. Image 2. Image 3. 4. 5. 6 with a plane. 7. 8. Now, it got darker as we went along. There we go. I did get those links, and I watched the video, and it was amazing to watch that. It was so cool. It was a little slow to start because they couldn't hear them, but it was an amazing video to watch that. It was really cool. Now again, with this is the Eastern Veil. These were 480-second images. They were taken from Western New York. And I took 15 of them. I took 8 of them. Was it 8? Or did I take more than that? So they're 8 minutes, I'm sorry. They were 8-minute images. I took 15 of them. So right now it's registering them. And now they're stacking all 15. I lost the darks somehow. I don't know where the darks went. That's okay. No big deal. Oh, wow. Well, I'm definitely going to have to watch the rest of them. Alright. And now it's loading. Just like that. And it's done. Oh yeah, it's done. It's an absolutely phenomenal image. It's 4 hours worth. So yeah, that's awesome. Definitely have to watch it. Too much detail on this. Yeah, I gotta go the other way. Gotta go 5 degrees. Yeah, because I can use the levels for this. Okay. That'll be perfect. How does that look? So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to adjust it so you can see it better on the stream. Because if I do it too dark on here, you won't be able to see too much of it on there. Yeah, that should be good. Save it. Alright, and now we'll move right over to Photoshop. And we flip it to Photoshop. By the way, how is the wide field? Ooh, it definitely needs to be lit up. Oof. Oh yeah, there we go. Now we're up to 32 millimeters now. Or milliseconds, I mean. Now we'll go back to Photoshop. We will crop the image. gradient exterminator. Okay. Not much of a difference. Let me zoom it in just a little bit more. That might be perfect right there. Let me see. Oh, that's perfect right there. Excellent. 52%. I gotta remember that. 52%. I gotta remember that. I opened it up so you can actually see each step that it's taking. It's doing duplicate, image size, Gaussian blur, unsharp mask, copy, paste, merge layers. That's each one. And then when you do space noise reduction, it's duplicate layer. All of this, just non-stop. Alright, and we'll hit this one. What I'll do is I'll zoom in and you can see the detail. I like this one right here. And you'll notice the difference already. That's the original stacked image. And then this is the one that's used for make stars smaller and space noise reduction. So you can see there's a difference. The background is gone, but it's still keeping that detail of the image. And I'll leave it on this. And then we'll do the deep space noise reduction. Time. And we'll go to that same spot, which is right here. Okay, so again, original image. That's that one. And now we'll do enhanced DSO. Yes. As far as I know, that's what it is. It's Carbani Tools. It's on my website that you can go right to the actual site for it. But it's a phenomenal plugin. Absolutely phenomenal for Photoshop. It does everything for you. I think it's Astro Tools or something like that. RC Astro or something like that. I think that's what it's called. But it's really good. Absolutely phenomenal. Now it's going to enhance DSO. And while it's doing that, we'll flip the camera to see the wide field. Do here, we'll make this bigger, and then we'll make this bigger. There we go. There we go. Wide field. Even there's some stars coming out too. Look at that. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, it's like $20-$30. It's like, and if it makes your images better, I mean, think of it this way. You were doing images for so long, at such a time. And then all of a sudden you get this, and it opens up a whole new like body of work. So you could take those images that you took 2, 3, 4 years ago, and then you could just have so much fun with it. But why not? I mean, how could you not? I'm just gonna stretch it. Yeah, you can get PixInsight, but PixInsight's expensive though. PixInsight is extremely expensive. Just like how Photoshop is expensive too. There we go. There it is. And we'll put the clock at the bottom so that way if there's anything coming up, we will get it. Alright. We'll go back to this because now the image is done. We'll go back to that same part of that image. So again, this is the regular. And then that's the image there. So cool. Just so cool. Alright. Then we'll do what's called less crunchy, more fuzzy. This just gives it more of a realistic look to it. And by the way, this is the corner of the image. I mean, there was not much drift on this at all, or any chroma or anything. And then we will do the levels. This is one of my favorite images I've ever taken. By far. By far one of my most favorite images ever taken. This was taken with a QHY. It's a colored camera. And I used the hydrogen alpha filter and extracted the red channel out of it. So I threw the other three colors out, the green, and blue. I threw those out and only used just the red channel. And then again, I took 8-minute exposures, took 15 of them. And then that's the image that I got. So let me zoom it out so you can see the whole thing. Right there. That's the whole thing. Yeah, guiding was, as far as I know, was phenomenal. And this was on a CG5, because this was back in 16. I mean, it was a really good night. And I can actually go to the bottom. I mean, even the width and everything just turned out so well. Just following all the way up, it almost looks like it's like veins. It's incredible. Absolutely phenomenal image. so much fun. Just so much fun. Now we'll go back to the wide field again. And there is clouds and stuff going through. And that bright thing right there, that's Venus. Wait till it gets a little bit darker. I'll get the mouse out of the way. Get out of the way, mouse! So how's everyone else doing out there tonight? Is everyone doing good? Everyone doing fantastic? Because I know I'm doing great. I'm doing awesome tonight. I mean, I could bust out the telescopes, but the problem is, clouds are going to be coming in around 9, so there's already clouds in certain areas, so it's like, take the time, do all that stuff, and then have to pack it up, so wide field is good enough for me. It is nice right now, but in the next hour or so, it's going to cloud up, and it's going to cloud up fast. So it's like, I mean, I could. Increase the exposure, and you'll see the clouds up at the top left. It may look like it's a blue sky, but there's clouds up there. Exactly. But what can you do? You have fun at the same time. So now we're up to 1 second exposures now. It's getting darker and darker. We'll just jam out for a little bit, and we'll look at the wide field. And then the next image we're going to do is North American, which was taken right around that same time. It was about 6-7 months before the veil. And hello there, Mr. Jeff Lucas, astrophotography. Jeff, we got the internet back, by the way. I don't know if you noticed, but we did. The internet's back up. We got the wide field going right now. We got it blasting at 1.2 seconds right now, only because I wanted to show everyone the wisps of the clouds that are coming through. And who knows, maybe a bird might fly through again like it did earlier. And I did. I loved that, which was awesome. Jeff Lucas uploaded the comet and how he was very informational. I talked about it. It was great. It was phenomenal. Definitely check out Jeff. If you're watching on delay, if you're lurking, if you're watching live, however it is, check it out. Jeff has been posting almost every day, which is... I like the end of the video, though, too. It was really cool. And of course, if you're just joining us, that's Venus right there. Venus is setting. So that means what we should get... Yeah, you did get 1 billion comments. I was sifting through them all. You know what was really cool, though? I thought this was really neat. For like the first 3 or 4 hours that a video that went up on Astro Backyard. We all know who Astro Backyard is. Everyone does. And I had a highlighted comment on his channel for like 3 hours. How cool is that? Which is super awesome. I was typing away because they mentioned Chuck Astrophotography, which I've been talking to Chuck for like 3 years, off and on. And I remember when he first started, he's out in Michigan. I remember when he first started, we were going back and forth, and I was helping him, he was helping me. Then all of a sudden, he just took off. He got the ZWO, the 1600, and the ASI, I think is what it's called, the monochrome camera. And all of a sudden, his images went from average to whoa. And his subscribers went up. He was just the images he was taking was phenomenal. Just super amazing. So he mentioned him, and I thought that was really cool. Because the work that he does should not go unnoticed. A lot of you guys do amazing work. Give yourself a round of applause. Pat yourself on the back. Go grab a beer. Go grab a drink. You deserve it. Oh, Jeff is opening up the observatory. Oh, snap. Well, I know what Jeff's going to be getting tonight. He's going to be getting some comet action tonight. He's going to be going after Atlas. Ooh, snap. Love it. Yeah, the internet traffic is running smooth tonight. Everything is running smooth. We got the music running. We got the light field going. I'll move the mouse out of the way so that way you can watch Venus move out. And actually, here's what I can do. Let's zoom it in. Why not? Why not? There's a tree. Oh, there it is. Look at that. There's Venus right there. How cool is that? Oh, he's gonna get the corona. No, that's not a joke. I'm sorry. Chuck did a stream with Dylan Astro. He did. I do remember that. They had like a conference call. That was really cool. I do remember that. There's Venus. Now this is not tracking, so we'll be able to see this go down all the way. Astrogab. I haven't been on Astrogab in, oh man, probably 3 or 4 years. I need to get back on there. I still think the same people are still on there too, if I remember correctly. Bob Wingavitz. Bob, if you're out there somewhere, maybe you're watching my videos, who knows. Bob is local. He's actually from around here. Also, Russ, I think, was on there. And I forgot the other guy's name. Oh man, I forgot his name. But they were like usuals. They were on for like 2 or 3 years straight. Exactly. Chuck is he's a superstar now. He's in the big leagues. But a wise man once told me, a long time ago, a wise man, his name was Jeff Lucas. A wise man told me, never let fame drown you. Always remember the other astronomers, and I will always remember every single one of you. Always. Because you guys were here, and I was watching some of my older streams, like from forever and ever ago. Jeff, you were on my streams back in like 2018, 2019, 2017. James, you were on my streams forever and ever ago. It's crazy. And what makes you guys amazing is the fact that I left for an entire year and then came back and you guys were still here. That's incredible. So kudos to you guys. because I've said this a few times with a lot of people, is that we grow together. And that's part of the description. Let's grow together. And I should also put in the description is leave no astronomer behind. I don't care how big you are, whether you have 1 million subscribers, whether you have 1,000 subscribers, whether you're just starting. Doesn't matter who you are. You're amazing. Whoever you are, you're amazing. That's what it's all about. I'm still learning. I know, Jeff, you're still learning. And Chris, Astro Game Channel, you're still learning. We all are. And we're all having fun at the same time. I love it. I absolutely love it. And it doesn't get any better when you're looking. And by the way, there is a new app. I don't know if anybody noticed it, but there's a new app out there. Whether you have a Samsung, whether you have an iPhone, whatever phone it is, check this out. It is called Astro-Imaging. Just learned this about maybe a week ago. It is a weather app. I know probably some of you have already known about it. I didn't. Welcome to the party late. Go figure. But Astro-Imaging will tell you about clouds, seeing, transparency, and it gives you a map. How cool is that? Like it says it's going to be cloudy at 9. Well, that's in a half an hour. So if that is true, it's going to start getting cloudy again. But yeah, it's so cool. Now, keep in mind also, I stretched this image. So Venus looks a little oblong only because I stretched the image to fill the screen. Just to let you know. Oh, the ISS is rising. Where is it rising? Let me zoom out. Might be too late, but let's zoom out anyways. Now we're up to 3 seconds now. I'm looking to see where the ISS is right now. Oh, it's going to pass right by Venus. Let's see if I can. I don't think we're going to find it, but let's see. I've increased the exposure. We're up to 7-second exposure. Right now it just rose. It will hit near Venus at 8:31. So in 2 minutes. I don't know if it's going to show up, but let's find out. Maybe it might show up, maybe it not. I don't know. We're gonna find out. Clear outside. Okay, that's a good one too. Clear sky chart is another good one too. There's a lot of good ones out there. I've been more on Instagram and Twitter. Yeah, I have been too. And I noticed you've been back on YouTube, which is really cool. And James, that's okay that you're new. Everyone's got to start somewhere. You know, that's the best part. Everyone's got to start somewhere. And increase the exposures. I don't know if we're going to find it or not. I'm going to do... So it's going to go right through... right below it. Now, this is a hot pixel right here. That's a hot pixel right there. I didn't do any darks with this. I didn't put a cap on it, so that way it didn't do it. We're gonna go to 10 seconds here. I'm gonna go to 10 seconds. Maybe we might be able to pull it out. Maybe we might not. I don't know. What's the magnitude on it? It should be right near Venus right now. It's an 11th magnitude, so I don't know. It may not show. I think it's just too early. Yeah, I don't see it yet. Darn, I was really hoping you'd be able to find it. Now that star that's sitting over here, this one right there, that's Aldebaran. And no, maybe not. That's not Aldebaran. I'm sorry. That's Betelgeuse. I'm sorry. That's Betelgeuse right there. And it's gonna go right across, right here, right through here. I don't see it. Darn. We'll keep watching. Yeah, the CGX is an expensive, super expensive mount. I had the C-Gem 2, and even that was expensive. Go back to wide field again. By the way, these are the twins right here. This is Castor and Pollux right here. That's what these two here are. Go to 13 seconds now. There we go. Once we hit about 25-30 seconds, then I'll be able to start the capture, and then we'll be able to go crazy, because then I can take each image and then put it into a program, and then we'll be able to do star trails with a background. Oh, that's going to be amazing. The only reason I'm not doing it right now is because I got to keep adjusting the gain and adjusting the exposure because the sun's going down. So that light that you see on the bottom is eventually going to go away. Yes, it will. We just don't know when. If it has already. I just moved a little bit here, moved some things so that way you have the wide field, which is so cool. Oh yeah, if you have an 8-inch edge, oh god, yeah. Well, the CGX is a step and a half above the CGen 2. And if you're just joining us, because I know there's a couple people that looks like that are just coming in, welcome. Welcome to Astro. Now, at 8 o'clock when we first started, we did The Veil. And it turned out really well. And I can go back to The Veil, which is right there. That was the finalized image that we did there, which was a super cool and super awesome. Nice round stars on the edges, all the way through, front to back. Amazing camera. That was shot with a one-colored camera with a hydrogen alpha filter. Phenomenal. In a little bit, we are going to do the North American Nebula. And that one was phenomenal. That was taken right around the same time. We'll get that one too, which is super awesome. We'll flip it back to the white field. So nice. And you can see some clouds coming in. There are some clouds right below that tree. They're coming right here. You can see it. They're making its way through. So what I'm going to do, we're going to increase the exposure to 20 seconds, and then we're going to start some captures. Go. So then this way we'll at least get some kind of star trails. And hello, Angie. Hello. How are you? It is the stargazing family. How amazing. James, thank you for dropping by. You have a wonderful day. If I don't see you come back. If you do, I will be here. It's a nice, relaxed, cool stream. Everything's great right now. We're doing awesome. Not a problem, James. Take your time. What I'm doing is I am putting a progress bar on the bottom. There we go. No, it's not in the way. There we go. Perfect! Thank you, Andy. The tunes that we are listening to tonight is Basics. B-A-S-I-X-X. It is a royalty-free music. It's an entire album. It's an entire thing. I mean, who knew? It's amazing. And apparently I gained a subscriber, which is super awesome. Party time, 9:49. We are 51 away. Make sure you tell everybody about Alien Astro-Imaging. I don't know how it's going to do, but it's going to say, hey, yo, join that nice, amazing stargazing party. Those clouds are coming through. And that's part of the reason why I didn't want to set up the big scope, because I'm sitting there thinking, I'm going to set it all up and then find out that you get it all aligned, everything's all set up, and then you can't get nothing. So you waste all that time. So I trusted Astropheric, I trusted Clear Sky Chart, and I trusted, what was the other one? Scope Nights. All three of them said it was going to get clouded at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We're 18 minutes away from 9 o'clock, and look at, there are clouds coming through at 9 p.m. Who knew? We can't predict it. It just happens. Now, if you want to know what those stars are that are going through, naturally, if you're just joining us, the super bright one that is right here, get the mouse going. The super bright one that is right there, that is Venus, right there. Okay, you have Castor and Pollux, which is up at the top. Okay. Now, Pollux is the brighter one. That's the one on the bottom here. Castor is the one that's above that. Okay. Betelgeuse is right down here. Alright. Capella sits above that. This is Capella. Let's see here. I'm looking at closely. I think that's Capella right there. Should label these, but by the time I put the label up there, the clouds will be here. So I'm not even going to worry about the labels. Yes, it does. Also, I want to make sure. Big one is everyone healthy? That is the most important thing. I want to make sure everybody's happy and healthy. I know these are trying times right now. I want to make sure that everybody stays safe out there. That's big. That's exactly right, Angie. Stay strong. That's what it's all about. I just increased the gain. They're up to 13 for the gain now. I have to go higher now. Go to 28. That is pretty cool though, the clouds going through with the time lapse. Yeah. So now when I see clouds, guess what? I stream. Why not? And we have a dance party. And I can't see it, but we're dancing. I think 28 is just too much. We'll go back down to 15 for that. Oh, it is pretty cool. The clouds look pretty neat. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do, and we're going to go through the motion, is now we'll take a look at the North American Nebula, that which we got 4 years ago. Which is crazy to even think about. 4 years ago! And this will still capture images while we're doing this. So we're going to flip it back to Deep Sky Stacker. Oh, wait. And of course, this was the stacked image that I took of the veil back in 2017. Which that was 15 images, 8 minutes apiece. And that's a single image right there. Alright, so that is a single 8-minute image that I took that night. We are going to clear the list. A clear. And now we're going to add the North American image. Now what's cool about these ones is these were super long exposures. These were hyper. How big? Try 1800 seconds. That's how big. This is one image, by the way. The histogram on this was like blown out the door. This is how incredible that was. And look at that. That's insane. You can even see the outline. Okay, so I'm going to do the outline for you, okay? So it goes this way here. Then it goes around. Comes through here. Goes through there. And then goes back down this way. And if you look carefully, you can see right here, this is the pelican. This is the head right here. And this is the eye of the pelican right here. And it comes down. So this all here is rich hydrogen alpha gas all throughout here. I took 4. And each one was 30 minutes. Let me repeat that. Okay, I'm going to get real close. I'm going to get real close to everything, okay? Story time. Each image was 30 minutes. That means I guided on a star for 30 minutes with a CG5. That's right, you heard me. A CG5. Guiding was so good, I think it was like 0.05 arc seconds. No joke. I could have gone 60 minutes if I really wanted to that night. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. I don't mean to break my arm, pat myself on the back on that one, but that was a great night. And you want to see how good it was? Look at the stars. Look at the top left. If you see the top left, you're going to see, like, this is one star right there. This is another star here. Even the tiniest stars. Look at that. The tiniest stars. Pinpoint. Absolutely pinpoint. It wasn't just one image either. That's the best part. Every image, it was pinpoint for 4 straight images. And it got darker and darker as the night went along. So I have to adjust it. That's incredible. But let's stack this image. Let's have some fun. Let's stack this. Because why not? Let's add some flat files. Now, Angie, I know that you're new. I don't know if you've been on my streams before. I think you have, but I'm not really 100% sure. But if you have not, I'm going to be adding some calibration frames to this, which will flatten the image and also make it more amazing. Let me go to calibration frames, and then go to bias. Hydrogen alpha. There. Open those ones. Okay, register. And go. Here we go. So now it's adding the 8 bias frames. adding the flat frames. Now it's registering the 4. Alright, now it's going to stack the 4. And now it's stacking. And now it's loading. What's amazing is, look at that histogram. The histogram, the less data you have, say for instance you take a really short exposure and you try to stack it, it's going to be a super, super, super thin line. The line is going to be very thin. The more exposure you have, the bigger this line is going to be. Because this is data. This is data that you're going to use. Okay? And then we're going to use the darkness. We're going to bring up the highlight a little bit. And we're going to hit apply. There we go. And again, it started with 10 points, so that's great. So now we're going to save the image. Alright, now it's saved. And now, we get to flip it to Photoshop. We'll open. Okay. Here we go. And as always, we get rid of that box on the outside because, again, when it stacks it, when it moves it, it creates a black outline. Very, very thin. Very thin. It will hurt your image if you don't do that. If you don't crop it and leave it as is, and then you do the levels, I'm going to show you. All right? Right out of the box, not going to do anything. You're just going to go to, I'm going to go to adjustments. Okay, you won't be able to see it. Let me see. Here's what I'll do. Got an idea. People, I got an idea. Capture, not visible. Because I want to show you. I want to show you how much of a difference this is. Yes, it will. Fantastic. All right. I'm going to show you. All right. So this is the levels. Okay. I'm going to put it right here, and I'm going to make it bigger. Okay. So that's the levels right there. Okay. So you could see how it goes up and then down, but you can see it's staggered, which is weird, isn't it? Well, the reason being is because you have a black outline, and it has to include that. So when I use the levels and bring it over and get it right where that histogram is, it's all jagged. But if I get rid of that black, watch. We're going to take this. We're going to get rid of the levels here first. And then we're going to crop it. Back to levels. And I'm going to show you levels at the end of this, and I'm going to show you what it does. It's going to be absolutely incredible, okay? So now we're going to do the same thing as what we were doing before. I'm going to make the stars smaller. Okay, so now it's going to do that. Alright, we're going to zoom in on the star. Okay. Look, right here. That's good right there. Okay. You take it off. So this right here, that is without it. That's with it. Alright. Space noise reduction, that's the next one. Okay. We'll go back to that same star. Alright, so now you're noticing that the little tiny stars are starting to get lost in the nebula, which is what it's supposed to do. Okay? Because you want to enhance that nebula. Alright, now we're going to do deep space noise reduction. And I appreciate that, Angie. Being on lockdown has been amazing. I've been streaming for 9 straight nights. It's only because the fact that I'm just had so much content, so much stuff to do, and it's just been amazing. Okay, so now that's gone, and then we're going to enhance the DSO, which this one, again, takes the longest to do, but it brings out the most. And Angie, I appreciate you subscribing. I appreciate everything that you do, and everything that everybody else does for this channel. Love it. Absolutely love it. I definitely appreciate it. What I ask everybody else is to share the word. Like Bird is the word. Make sure to let everybody know that I exist. I don't know if you checked out my website before. I have a website, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Discord, Skype. It's endless. I'm on it. Which is awesome. So while it's doing this, we'll go back to wide field. We'll see where the clouds are. We'll see. Sure, it's cloudy. Oh! Where did the stars go? What happened? They disappeared. You just barely see Venus in there. They're gone. And that's why we do the stacking and processing, because we knew that I wasn't going to rely on that. But it was fast, too. I mean, how long did that take? Like 10 minutes? Crazy. And what's good about this is, I got 60 frames. So you will actually watch the clouds move through. So cool. So cool. Now what we'll do is we'll stop the capture. Take the exposure down. Okay, and then we'll increase the gain. Because then we'll actually watch the clouds move through. I mean, how cool is this? Right now that's at 500 milliseconds. So you'll actually see the clouds move through super fast. So that's almost as live as you can get it. I mean, how cool is that? Watching them move through, and you can just barely see Venus right there. How cool. And then there are some hot pixels. That's a hot pixel, that's a hot pixel, there's a hot pixel over there, a hot pixel over there, over there. Go back to the image, because now the image is done. So flip it back to Photoshop. That's a cool design. That's the corner, that's the left corner. Alright, so now there's detail in here. You can see there's detail down there. Down at the bottom is really cool. Pelican's starting to turn out really cool. Super awesome. And then we'll do less crunchy, more fuzzy. And Angie, how I get this, which is really cool, and Astro Game Channel has seen this, James, you've seen this, Jeff Lucas has seen this, is I use what's called dual PC streaming. So I have the first computer, the first laptop, running Photoshop, Deep Sky Stacker, all this stuff, which it eats up a lot of processing. It eats up a ton. And then I have a second PC here that runs off of what's called, I don't know if you've ever used OBS before, for, which is online broadcasting system or studio. And this one mirrors it using NDI. It's an NDI plugin. And I use that to mirror what it shows on the other one. So I can leave the streaming laptop alone. I won't have to touch it. It just sits there. And I can work off the other one, so this way it doesn't bog down the system. Which is super awesome. Now we'll put it to levels. Now here's the fun part. This is what I wanted to show everybody. You pull up that levels. Do you remember how it was all jagged before? Now it's not. You noticed that, huh? Isn't that interesting? Crazy. All because I got rid of that black border and I processed it. How amazing is that? Now we're gonna hide it. Because now we're going to use the levels. Because I want you to watch it while I move the levels down. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to use the gradient distributor. There we go. Well, thank you. I do appreciate that. I really do. Adjustments, levels. Top corner I might have to crop out. And I'm going to crop out that top left corner. That's okay. There we go. And there you have it. I mean, how cool is that? And I do appreciate that, Angie. I do. I really do. I mean, it's great to show. It's one thing to say something, but it's another way of actually showing it, which is amazing. And that's that, which is really cool. And I can zoom in again. You can almost get lost in it. What's another thing you could do with Photoshop, which is really cool, is I can create another copy, and I can use what's called screen. Okay, now it got really bright, and that's okay, and that's fine, because I'm going to use what's called a high pass. Okay, and what high pass does is this is going to enhance the nebula and enhance the stars a little bit. So now, if you watch, if I get rid of this, okay, this is without the high pass, this is with the high pass. And you're going to notice that the stars got enhanced, and also that detail between the Pelican and the North American Nebula, that got really vibrant. Watch. So that's without it, and that's with it. How cool is that? Super awesome. And welcome, Joanne! You were gardening, you mowed the patchy lawn with the weed eater before the storm, gave the neighbors something to talk about, which is awesome. And Murad, you were lurking, which is phenomenal. It didn't work. Joanne, what we were doing today, well, first off, we were doing wide field. The clouds came in at exactly the time that they thought it was going to be coming in. And then we have processed not one, but two images, which is a phenomenon. The first image we did earlier today was this one, which was the Veil Nebula. This is the eastern part. Now, if you're not familiar with the Veil, there's the eastern and the western. Okay, so there are 2 Veil nebulas. Then there's also the Pickering, and there's a middle part too. So it's a complex. This one is the most prominent one that I love the most, and this is the Eastern. I've gotten the Western before, and that one is the Witch's Brew, which is really, really cool. A little bit less brighter. It's a bit hard to get. The star that sits near the Witch's Broom is 52 Cygni, which is a 5th magnitude star. The reason why I know that is because I've been trying to get that thing for so many years. I probably have hundreds of minutes on it, which is really cool. And what I'll do in a future stream, cliffhanger, here it comes, cliffhanger, on a future stream, I will pull up the data, and I know I just saw it too. I gotta find it. I just saw it within the last few days, and if I don't have it, I gotta find it. As I took it with the Canon T3i, and it was modded, which means it took the actual plate, the glass out. So when it's modded, you get more hydrogen alpha gas. That's that gray stuff that you see there. That's the hydrogen alpha gas. And then I also had a Canon 1000D, which is 2 Canons, taking the same object and meshing it together. I don't know if I have the final image. Let me see if I do. I don't know if I do or not. I might. That's not on OneDrive. I don't know if I have it or not. Not on this one, anyways. Does not look like it. I'll have to find it. But it was the other Veil, which is nice. I'll find it. I'll definitely find it. But yeah, super cool. And then of course the other image that we got, which was the North American image. That was the original there. And then North American. Now I've done this in a previous episode before, which, let me see if I remember this. Let me see. What I'm gonna do is this. I remember how to do this. I did this in one a long time ago. Here it is. Expand like 2 pixels. Cut it. We're going to cut it out. It's been a while since I've done this, so just give me 1 second. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of the stars. There was a step that I was missing on it. It's been like 2 years since I've done this. I know there was you had to feather it. I remember that. Yeah, I'll have to play with it in the background. But yeah. So that's that. Let me go back to the wide field. Barely see Venus still. It's pretty cool. Hiding your haunted house until dark. That's awesome. Tanya, that's okay. You're working and that's okay. The best part is, which is great about these streams, is that people come in, people go out, people lurk, which is great. People watch it on delay. Hi for the people who are watching on delay. It's great for everyone. I try to keep a schedule, which I have learned over time. If you don't follow a schedule, people are not going to know that you're going to be on. And if you're sporadic, then you're never going to know what's going on, which means you're not going to get the viewers. People are going to be mad, and they're not going to come in and see you. I get it. So I've kept a schedule, at least tell people at least minimal 8 hours before I stream to give you a heads up. To say, hey, I'm going to be streaming at 8 o'clock. Now, if it is a exposure night where I'm going to try to get something with the sky, I set it for 9. Okay? If it is something like this, where it's just I'm just gonna do some exposures, like processing, it's 8 p.m. Eastern time. Now, here's the other thing. As we move into the summer, if I'm gonna be doing exposures, we're gonna be doing later and later streams. Okay? And here's how it's gonna go. Between now and May, it's gonna be 9 p.m. Okay? May to June will be 9:30. And June to July will be at 10. The reason why it's like that is because it's gonna get darker later. Alright? I'm not gonna start a stream at 9 o'clock when I know that the sun sets at 8:30. If the sun sets at 8:30, 8:45, I won't be able to get players. I won't be able to see many things. It's going to be sitting around for 45 minutes before I start the stream. I can't do that. So, again, here's how write it down if you have to. Hit the rewind. But what you're going to do is between 9 p.m., which is between now and May 1st. May to June will be 9:30. And June to July will be 10. And then it'll revert back. So July to August will be 9:30 and so on. When we get to the winter, here's the best part. When we get to winter, on my days off for work, I know right now I'm not working. That's why I've been streaming so much. But when I'm not working, and I had a day off, in the winter, I will be out here at like 4:30. And it will start streaming at like 5:30, 6 o'clock. Which is amazing. I love winter because you don't have to wait. Summer is terrible because you can't get anything until 10 p.m. 10 p.m. But it's okay. It's alright. And now that we have a good internet stream, which is phenomenal, which is great, we're still running, we're still going strong. And Venus is super bright right now because the clouds are just spot. Move the exposure here. Whee! Now that's cool. Yeah, so you do stream random, and that's okay. There is nothing wrong with streaming random. Which leads me in my next thing. Segue. Oh, I am segue. Make sure everybody hits the notification bell. Because if you don't hit that, then you never know when somebody's going to come on. Hence, like, Astro-Game Channel. Same thing. You never know when you're going to come on. But I knew he was streaming or uploading a video or whatever it may be, because I hit that notification bell, because I knew what was going on. So not only do I want people to subscribe, but also hit that notification bell. Ring the bell. Smash the bell. Hit it. I don't care. Just keep hitting it until it breaks. Exactly. 12 to 5 is phenomenal. Here's the other good part, too, is knowing that now I know that I have my own little observatory. Now I can let it run all night long, and I don't have to worry about nothing. I can let it sit there and let it run till 4 a.m., which is great. It looks like that cloud band is gone. Increase the exposure. Let's see what we got. The best one is notify me when it's on. Let me see. Yeah, I'll take a look here. So there's all, personalized, or none. Most likely, what you'd want to do is, if you're on your phone and you hit the bell, it's gonna have like two little lines over it. That's gonna say you're gonna get all notifications. That's what you want. I wouldn't do personalized, only because just do the top. Hit the top one, because the top one is going to be by far the best. We're going to do 60 seconds here. 60 is going to be too much, I think. We'll see what 20 does. Excellent. We'll see what 20 seconds looks like. I still don't want to pull out the two telescopes. I really... Because as much as it's clear right now, again, we're going to run into that problem if I do it. And it looks clear now. What do I have for? 20 seconds. 60, 60, 60. We'll leave it at 26 with 18. I think that'll be good. Well, hello there. Hello there. Hi. You're cold? Look what we're getting tonight. You see it? It's a wide field. I know. So if you look... By the way, Mackenzie is here. That right there, that's Venus. It's sitting right behind the tree. Well, no, Venus is not on, but that's the planet Venus. This is Castor and Pollux right there, that star right there, and the one right above it. Those are called the twins. They're the twins. Because the constellation is twins. I know. Streaming is absolutely phenomenal right now. How many people are on? 6 people are on right now.
Guys, remember you had like 12 people?
I know. Actually, at one point I had 15 yesterday.
Yesterday?
I know. I was streaming yesterday. Let me get the mouse out of the way. There we go.
I know you were streaming yesterday.
I know. Well, Joanne is on. Murad is on. Tanya's on. Astro Game Channel's on. James Dugan is on. Angie. I don't know if Angie's still here, but Angie was here and she said she subscribed to this channel last week. She loves this channel. She says it's very informative and she's learning a lot. Which is super awesome. Yeah. I love you too. By the way, if you're just new to the channel, I know Joanne, you've been here, Murad, you've been here, Tanya, Astro Game Channel, James, and so on. But if you're new, this is my daughter, Mackenzie. She comes in and is a special guest once in a while. You don't come a lot, but that's okay. Which is always fine. You just love to say hi to everybody. You know, let me move my phone is fully charged, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
How do you know what percentage is at one?
Like that. It's 85. My phone's at 85%. Everybody gets that. So what they're talking about right now is that once in a while, they get they call them trolls. Not like Trolls World Tour. Trolls are people who come onto streams and purposely give you thumbs down. You've seen that before, right?
No.
They go on certain streams. Like if I go to my stream right now, you see that? I have how many thumbs up? How many thumbs down? Why? Because there's a troll out there that's specifically giving thumbs down for absolutely no reason. They do that on every single one of my videos. Like if you look here, so if I were to click this one here, well, that one's actually a good one. Look how many likes I got on that one. 15.
Yeah. Oh, there's the one that's a pink.
Yep, that's the pink one. That's the one that's. And by the way, the header, you picked the pink for the 1,000, because it's a road to 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you look at this one, how many likes?
16 and 2 is thumbs up. So there must be 2 trolls for that.
Yes, exactly. This is the same one. Look at this one. Okay.
Okay. 1. Another troll.
Yep, and then 20. So you can see it's pretty much the same person. 5 likes, 1.
1.
See?
Okay, Daddy, can I click one?
Well, here, actually, you want to know what? I could do you one better. This will actually show you every single one of them. By the way, if you're new to YouTube and whatnot, there's what's called YouTube Studio. YT Studio is what it's called. And YT Studio will actually give you analytics, comments, playlists, videos, and dashboard, and it will give you everything on your YouTube channel, so you'll be able to check everything. So, like, if I go to videos here,
I never knew this. Because YouTubers don't.
they don't.
You don't know
I know.
I
So
know
it,
no YouTubers that do.
right. So this gives you how many views you've had for each video, how many comments are in each video. 92. That's 92 views on that one. But look at this one. 107.
112.
112. Yeah. And then this shows how many comments and how many likes and how many dislikes. But you can see how it's 1 on most of them. Yeah.
Oh, that one is 0. It's 30.
Well, these are comments. But it's 30.
Oh, no, I'm not looking at the comments. It's just 0, and then there's 30,
Yeah.
and then there's 11, and there's 9.
Right.
0, 7, 2, and 34.
You want to see my most viewed video?
It's down here.
Yeah. It was in October. There it is, right there.
2,297.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I still don't get that one. I labeled it as Orion Meteor Shower Time Lapse.
Odie? Odie?
It's not Odie.
Odie?
It's not Odie.
That's a dog named Garfield.
I know it is. I know.
Odie. I don't know where I got Odie from.
So, we're going to go back to the comments here.
Odie.
I meant to say Orion, so that
You
Orion...
said Odie.
Yeah, so that Orion one That one got 2,300 views. Yeah, it doesn't really show anything.
It doesn't make any sense.
I know, it's crazy.
Oh yeah. No, only me.
49 more subscribers. 49.
49. Join. If you have 49 people that haven't watched us and subscribed, get them to subscribe because we need 49 more.
She's my promotional director now, by the way. Yeah.
I know a lot of things about YouTube, so if you don't say something correctly, I can for you.
Now, Joanne asks a question. Joanne, now, by the way, how do you spell your name again?
MCM.
Yeah.
C.
Yeah.
K. E. N. Z. I. E.
Okay, and the reason why is
very carefully.
Joanne says Mac. It's not Mac.
Oh gosh,
Yeah,
no, it's definitely not Mac.
But it's a common mistake because everybody thinks it's Mac. But
everybody's name Mac.
yeah,
Like every single Mackenzie I meet is Mac.
and then she says still can't spell your name, but that's okay.
Oh gosh.
So, but that's the nickname that she's gonna give you anyways. But that's okay.
Well, I have a different nickname. My nickname's K-E. I'm not good at spelling that one because I'm not used to spelling that. I'm not used to saying it because when I can spell perfectly. So
Right.
I don't say it well. I say I-C-K.
So her question is, Mackenzie, do you have your own telescope?
Yes.
You do.
I got it for like my 4th birthday.
You did.
Yeah, I got it for my 4th birthday.
Yeah, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah. It's when I turned 4.
Oh. And if there's questions for Mackenzie, by all means, she's going to be on for just a few minutes because then it's almost bedtime. And I'm only going to be on for about another 20 minutes and then I'm heading out. But, which is awesome. And what kind of telescope do you have? You have a bunch of them now. Because all these white ones in the back, they're all yours.
Gosh.
Yeah.
5? No.
I have like 5.
Oh gosh, I'm gonna have 6.
Yeah.
Because I have one that I only had one which was made like purplish red.
It was a burgundy one. What that one is, it's an Orion.
Just like your...
It's an Odie.
It's an Odie.
You know, it's an Orion 90mm Apex. Yeah, it's an Odie.
I don't know why. You said I used something else instead of Orion, and then I thought of Odie.
Odie. So we have another question that's coming on. Astro Game Channel asks, does your daughter like space?
I take so many different colors of paint, and I mix them together and try to make like those colorful space with like a pink and a purple and a magenta, like all those different like dark colors, like dark purple or dark blue or like regular blue, and pink and a hot pink.
And do you know what that's called? Starts with an N.
Nebula.
Very good.
I love Nebula. They're so pretty.
Nebulas are amazing.
I know. I paint them all the time.
Now somebody asked earlier, and this is interesting. Do you know the star Betelgeuse?
We shot an ant today.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it was not good.
Oh, okay. Well, they're back. They're out, by the way. The ants are out.
Yeah, I know. I found like a million.
Tanya says work is very busy, but she'll be right back.
Okay. It's okay.
She's working until I think 10 or 11 tonight.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's crazy. It is crazy, crazy. It's okay. Excuse you. Excuse you. Yeah. Yeah, huh?
I said you should have saved that for the video.
I should have. You're right, I should have. Yeah.
Skype.
Yeah, Skype. So that's my Skype name. So people can Skype in, they can actually call during my stream. And then Discord is up here, and that's the Discord. Oh, by the way, that has changed. Thank you for reminding me. Glad that you did that.
I just asked.
I know. Well, I'm glad that you told me because the link.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Game chat.
Yeah. Here, that's actually changed. So I gotta change the link
Why is it Pokemon Gamer Chat?
because that was for Pokemon.
Oh, I didn't have that.
Because I do.
No.
Because I like Pokemon Go.
I put on both of your ears.
Oh, so Murad's asking a question. What's your favorite star?
Oh, I don't know. You weren't on when I told you. That was the first time I came on.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is ours. It's the Milky Way.
No, that's a galaxy.
Yeah.
That's a galaxy. But what's your favorite star?
Oh gosh.
You can do comments.
Wait. What are those stars that make pictures?
Constellations.
I have a couple, and I made one. I made my own downstairs.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you did the unicorn
I
constellation.
made my own.
Yeah, you did.
And you need to do that.
I will.
You took over the office. That was all yours because Mommy doesn't use it.
I know. I did.
Yeah, your clock's not right. It's not almost 11.
I know. It's never right. I know.
Yeah, it's actually gonna be 9.
It's 9:30. Yeah, because you can see it right there. That's the clock right there. Look how clear the sky is right now. Isn't that cool? And here's what I'm going to do, which is really cool, is I'm glad that it's clear right now. Only because what's going to happen is, now, tomorrow, I'm going to go on at 8 o'clock again. And then I'm going to use these pictures, because you can see how it's taking each picture. Right now it's on 78. Now 79. And then I'm going to take these, and then what it's going to do is that it's going to be like a star trails. Yeah, that's for my speakers. Yeah.
Why do you have pop on your desk?
Because I'm drinking it right now.
It's almost empty.
I know. My glasses, yes.
Galooses. Why do you have a pen?
Because I have my pen here. In case I have to write something down. That's for my don't touch that. That's my water cup. That's the cap. You stop touching stuff. Stop touching. Stop it. Because it's not a camera. It's got the camera outside.
I'll put it in front of it. I'll go inside and brush it and then put my hand. Nobody do it. I think you're the only YouTuber that I know that does astronomy.
No, there's a lot of YouTubers that do astronomy.
Well, I don't know any else except you because why the music just turned down? It went all the way to
yeah, because it changed a track.
So it changed to this song. Okay, I hear it.
Here, do you want me to put the headphones on
I
you?
want to try it. I just said I want to try it. How is this not copyrighted?
Because it's royalty free.
This feels like copyright.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah. Then we should ask everybody what time is it?
We could do that. We can always ask.
Is it AM or PM? Because for us it's PM. Midnight.
It's not midnight.
No, it's like
Yeah, I know what you mean.
it's nighttime. Because it is 9:35.
It is 9:35. Now, Astro Game Channel has a big question too. This is an important question.
What?
One of the most important questions. He says, does the unicorn constellation have any galaxies or star clusters in it?
I don't know what you mean.
Does it have any galaxies or any nebula in it?
How do I know?
I don't know. They're just asking.
Because I made my own. That's what I made.
Right, you made it. But they're asking, does it? Does it have any nebula or any star clusters or galaxies in it?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I never thought of this. this. I didn't know about this.
Well, you're gonna have to study it. You have to try to see if you can find it.
I don't learn about galaxies, okay?
Yeah, well, you're gonna have to find it. He also says...
You're almost going in the red, Daddy. Look at that right there is almost going into red.
You having fun? Thank you. So, he also says that you have a super cool dad. So I typed in your name so that way Joanne knows how to spell it now.
Yeah,
But you did get it right.
finally.
Yes, you got it. Now, Murad says his favorite is Saturn. Saturn's pretty.
Those ones are too big.
Yeah, I know. They're very big. I know.
It's too big for me.
I know. So that way I can hear if somebody's calling or somebody's, because if I put it on here, I can't hear you and I can't hear myself talk. I can hear you, yes. I can hear you now. Barely, yeah. Because, well, Astro Game Channel says that is his next target. He's going to get on his next mission to find stuff. He's going to try to see if he can find the unicorn constellation.
I thought it wasn't real. Because I just remember, it took me a minute to make it. It's pretty easy.
Yeah?
All you just do is make dots. Connect it. It's pretty easy.
Really?
That's all you do. I made a face on mine. All constellations have a face, but mine has.
Now, did you know, and this is crazy.
Oh, I see constellations.
Yeah.
They are connected.
So
that looks like a spider, but with only 1, 2, 3, 4
called,
legs.
no, listen, it's called Monoceros, okay? Monoceros
What is it?
is a faint constellation. It's a faint constellation in the celestial equator. Its name is Greek. Now get this. This is funny. Monoceros is Greek for. What's it Greek for? Right there. Isn't that crazy? Its definition is attributed to the 17th century Dutch cartographer Petrus Planicus.
Petrus?
Petrus, Petrus.
It's almost Petrus
it's
and
like-
Petrus rhyme.
I know.
It's just the T and the P. Petrus and Petrus.
Yep.
Well, Petrus, I thought wasn't even a
It
word.
is bordered by Orion to the west.
Orion. You said in the
Odie, yes, I know.
It's Odie.
And Gemini to the north, Canis Major to the south, and Hydra to the east.
Say it right, Odie.
Odie. But there really is such thing as a unicorn constellation. There really is. Yes.
I mean, mine actually looks like a real unicorn. My unicorn does not look like that. It doesn't even have hair.
But here's the best part. Look what's on top of
A
it.
dog.
There's a dog on top of the unicorn.
No, Dad, you know that it. You know what the dog's name is? Odie. Dog's name is Odie.
Yeah, I just posted the link there. I put the link on there to show everybody that it's the unicorn and the dog.
No, you should have said it's unicorn and Odie. it's the unicorn and Odie.
There you go.
No, wait, no. The unicorn's name Garfield, and the dog's name is Odie.
Is Odie.
Oh,
So Joanne asks, can she get us some virtual snacks?
Sure. What does that mean?
Meaning they're hungry.
I already had some strawberries.
Oh, you have some strawberries? That's good. They're very good. Joanne says it's 8:39 at where she is. 8:40 now, but yeah, it's an hour.
Later.
So did you know? Okay, I'm sure you're smart, so you know. But there's 4 different time zones in the U.S. There's Eastern, which is us, Central, Midwest, and Pacific.
I remember Pacific. I knew Pacific.
Yeah, so Pacific is 3 hours behind us. So right now there is 6:41. So they're just finishing dinner out there. Midwest is 2 hours. Central is 1 hour behind us. So she lives in the Central Time Zone.
And
then there's the East. Yeah, I know it's very hot in here. Good night to everyone.
Good night to everyone. Good night to everyone.
Yeah, sure. There's Mirad,
Good night, Mirad.
Joanne,
Good night, Joanne.
Astro Game Channel.
Good night, Astro Game Channel.
Tanya she's working, but she's around. James is around. He
Good night, James.
had to take a shower and he's getting ready for the day because it's daytime where he is. And I don't know if Kim is on, but Kim was on, but and
Good night, Kim.
all right. So Mirad, your question was: is there any good way to get great shot of stars with a point and shoot DSLR? There is, and actually the best way to do that to get stars is a DSLR, and then you just get a really, really good lens. Okay, I would get like an 18mm lens, a 1.2 focal length, or focal ratio. An F ratio is what it's called. They're super expensive, but I would definitely get that, 100%. Get a low F ratio, because what it's going to do is you're going to get a wider field, and you're going to get less vignetting. Your stars aren't going to be like bloated. Joe, I'm not going to get the moon only because the fact that what I'm doing right now is it's in a standstill, and I'm going to watch the stars move, and then tomorrow I'm going to take all those images that I've taken so far. We've taken 103, and then we're going to put them in as a star trail. Well, there are aliens on the moon, apparently. Plus, if I have to get the moon, what's going to happen is it's going to... the image is going to be blown out because it's at 98% full. And your central air died and it was 85 in your house. Oh my. I'm actually going to open up the window actually here because it's really warm in here. There we go. Let me see if the ISS is going to be coming up anytime soon. No. It will, but it's going to be just low on the horizon, so you're not going to see it. You had that one shot, and that was it. Yeah, we won't be able to get it tonight, unfortunately. Hello, Kimmy. Welcome. The clouds are just like in the background, just barely wisping by. It does. It really does look clear, but it wasn't clear about an hour ago. But it's supposed to cloud up again, so that's why I'm not pulling out the deep sky scopes or anything, because I know as soon as I do that, it's going to cloud up again, and then it's going to be not worth it. Zoom in on the stars to see what they look like. Oh, that's not bad. The only reason there's lines is because it's in the middle of taking an image while I'm scrolling through. Venus is down here. There's Venus just in the clouds there, or not in the clouds, the tree. This is 26 seconds. Here, what I'll do is I'll zoom this in at 800%. That's 800. No, I can't get Uranus. I knew that was coming. One more and then I'll zoom back out. Surprisingly enough, there's no airplanes or anything. I'm very surprised. Lockdown and travel bans. Yeah, I'm noticing that too. And I appreciate that, Kimmy. I appreciate that. Just get comfy here. There we go. Another band of clouds is coming through here. See where those clouds are gonna go.
We've been driving around, singing songs way too loud because we wanna. Picking up all our friends, fill up the car till it bends because we wanna. Yeah, we just wanna have fun. The trunk's full of wine. We're gonna stay up, have the time of our lives. The night is young, don't need anybody else. We came to party all night long, and we don't need no chaperone. We don't need nobody's attention, yeah, we just wanna dance on our own. We came to party all night long, and sing along to every song.
Oh, it's moving.
We don't need nobody's attention.
But I just didn't see the clouds moving. I was like, is it moving? Auto incorrect. Phone call, no problem. It looks like the clouds are starting to shift more this way again. Which that's fine because I'm actually going to increase the exposure anyways because I want to check something. So we've taken 133 frames, which is nice. So let me try it now and see. 'Cause there are some dark, hot and cold pixels here that I want to get rid of. So hang on, we'll try this here and see. Yeah, there. Try that and see. Alright, let's try that. Let me see if this works. I want to see if that pixel goes away. Still are some pixels that are there. We'll see this next one. Hang on. So I also want to try to see if I can do some flats too with this. Might as well give it a shot. Because meteor season is coming soon. And if we get a meteor, I want to make sure that I get the best picture I possibly can. So what way to do it than to get it right? Get it right the first time. Give me a second, because I'm going to try to, if I can get this without the... Now it's tweaking time. Because why not, right? test this out and see if this works. I had to go searching for the file to see if this works. Try that, see if that works. Clouds look pretty cool though. So everyone, just sit back, enjoy. I'm gonna put on some more music. We got another half an hour on this music and then we will call it a night. So we'll be done at 10:30 tonight. Hot and cold pixels there. Ugh. You have to just take. You have to take them. That's okay. I'll have to take darks with it. That's what I'm gonna do. I want to go out there and we'll do that now. Anybody mind? I'll be right back. I'm gonna go take some darks. I'm gonna stop the capture. Be right back. I'm gonna go put a lens cap on it, so then that way we'll catch some darks. it's going to go dark. Alright, so now I'm going to capture dark. Here we go. So what we're doing right now is we're taking dark frames. So what that just entails, this is the calibration frames that I was talking about earlier. Doing the same thing with my wide field camera. I put a lens cap over, and what that's doing is it's running the same exposure time, same everything. And what it's doing is it's finding the hot and cold pixels. So you see all those pixels that you see on here, which we were mistaking for stars. So if you look here, you can see all these little green, red, and blue, all these little dots all throughout here. These are all going to go away because what's going to be called the dark subtraction. So it's going to subtract all these on here. Because when you put a lens cap on here, it is going to know that everything on this image is black except for these little pixels. So it's going to subtract them. So right now it is on 2 of 5. It's running on number 3 in a minute. Once it's done with that, then I'm going to run flats. So then what it's going to do, it's going to do the same thing. Darks, flats. So then when it's done, it's going to be one sharp picture. And I won't have to worry about it. So then I'm going to take the lens cap off in a minute. Right now it's on 3 of 5, going on 4. Joanne, you didn't miss much. All we're doing right now is we're taking the calibration frames for T7. That's what this camera is. It's a T7. No buffering on my end here so far. Everything is running solid. It's been solid for 2+ hours now. Alright, so now it's on 4 or 5, so we're just about done with the dark frames. Flat frames, I'm going to have to use the flat panel, so I'm not going to do the flats tonight. It'll just be darks and we'll see what it looks like. So let's just take 1-minute exposures here. Just creating a dark library. darks are done, and I'm going to go take this thing off, so I'll be right back. Now I added the darks. So now, this green one here should go away, and it's gone. Oh, that is gorgeous. Oh man, that's beautiful. I mean, focus could be just a slight bit better. That's so much better. See what the star does here. Because once I'm going to be tracking, it's going to be a lot better, so I don't have to really worry about it. And if I'm doing star trails, this will be even better when I do star trails. That is really good. I'm impressed with that. Okay, good. How does it look on stream? That's so much better. We'll turn it down here. Well, probably be. Well, here's the reason why. Is because I was on the other laptop, so I apologize. That's my bad. There we go. That's so much better. So now we're going to be ready for the wonderful amazing meteor shower. And what I'll be doing is when we do the meteor shower, I'll be doing 1080p. So be ready for that. So I'm gonna go nuts with that. We're gonna go until this cloud band that you see here. Once this goes in and the stars are gone, we'll end the stream. It's coming closer. Yeah, there's clouds coming this way. But that's okay. That's alright. Still have the dark frames things on there. Whoops. That's my bad. We got a couple more songs, and then we are out of here, and we are done.
Tonight I'll reach out and touch the sky. In the city of angels, feels like I'm coming home. With my head up in the clouds, I am searching for something, and I'm still hoping. 'Cause I wanna be in, not out, wanna make this all count. Yes, I wanna go crazy now, gonna make this all count. Feeling like a rock star, 'cause tonight I'm getting out of line and it's alright. Feeling like feeling like just as cool as John Wayne in his movies. Feeling like I'm James Dean and I know it. Feeling like feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star.
Clouds look really cool, though, I gotta
Feeling
admit.
like a rock star.
Pretty sweet.
Feeling like a rock star. For some dollars to keep me going, I try to act like a superstar. Get tattoos without colors in a place where it's showing. And I blew my cash on drinks, not to mention this new ink. Yes, I wanna go crazy now, gonna make this all count. Feeling like a rock star, 'cause tonight I'm getting out of line and it's alright. Feeling like feeling like just as cool as John Wayne in his movies. Feeling like I'm James Dean and I know it. Feeling like feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star.
Alright, so we were on our last song. We were just about ready to call it a night. As we're going to do our wonderful thank yous, as always. So, I want to thank everyone for stopping by tonight. We had a phenomenal night, as always. We processed 2 images. We got some wide field. We took some darks, so now we have the cameras ready to go for the amazing meteor shower, which is coming up very soon. The peak, as I said before, for the Labor meteor shower is going to be on April 21st. We are going to start doing the meteor watch as soon as next week, where I'm going to have 2 to 3 cameras pointing in all different directions to make sure that we don't miss anything. We'll have close-ups, we'll have wide field, we'll have it all. We'll be ready to go. And there's going to be no doubt in my mind of whether or not, oh, was that a meteor? Oh, was that a hot or cold pixel? No, we're going to be ready. We're going to be totally ready to go. Yeah. So that'll be on the 21st. The week of the 21st, because today's the 8th, so we're almost ready. It's almost time. So, and Murad, you're still lurking. Murad, we're almost out of here. We got about 2 or 3 minutes, and then we are done. So, with that being said, I want to thank everyone. Subscribing, hitting the bell, coming on. Doesn't matter if you're here 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour, or even the whole stream. That's cool. That's what it's all about. So, thank you guys for watching. And you guys, everyone, Murad, Joanne, Kim, Kimmy, Tanya, Justin, James, everyone. A lot of people out there. Everyone. I think it was Angie, too. Angie just started subscribed last week. Can't forget about her. Astro Game Channel. Love you. Love y'all. Love every single one of you guys. You guys are amazing. So, that being said, Murad, you're welcome. That's what I'm here for. So you guys have a wonderful night. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Get ready. I'll be here. Have a good night, guys. Bye.